Hi, everyone, and welcome to Ask Granny. I'm Granny Angie, here with kind, gentle, and loving advice for life, love, happiness, whatever floats your boat. If you have a question, drop it in the comments down below. I'll be quick to answer. So today's episode has been a really big challenge for me. I don't edit very well, so I'm trying to have to pull this off as easily as possible. Adoring viewer, Doorknob Head. Thank you so much. A doorknob head has dropped 20 odd questions on me all at once, and so I'm going to do my very best to answer them quickly and concisely so that you guys get just a tiny bite. Nobody needs too much, Granny, all at once. Doorknob head. Doorknob head is what I like to call our resident chat clown. He spends a lot of time in the YouTube chats and is very good at keeping everyone just rolling in the aisles. He's also great at multitasking between the video and the chat, so it's always coherent, if not ridiculous. So thank you to Doorknob Head. We're going to get this going here. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. Here we go. You ready? You ready? I got notes. Question number 1. What was your favorite toy as a child besides the stick and the rock? Well, aren't you adorable? My favorite toy was my dolly. Her name was Mandy. She was adorable and had a pretty pink dress. And then there was the stick, Harold. He was good to hang out with too. Number 2, what was your favorite show as a child? My favorite two shows as a child were Star Trek and Batman. I had a humongous crush on Burt Ward, Robin, and got to see him once at a boat show, which was rather interesting. Number 3, why is there a mommy's day and a daddy's day, but not a children's day? Well, for the most part, every day is Children's Day because, we always put the littles first. Mommy and daddy get a special day, and kids get lots of special days. So everybody gets special days. But I'm going to tell you right here and now, they don't pay bills. So every day is Children's Day. There you go. Number 4. What's one of your favorite memories as a child? One of my favorite things to do as a kid was to ride my go-kart. I had a little, like, 3 or 5 horsepower one-seater go-kart and used to ride that sucker all over the place where we lived. It was a lot of fun and never got hurt, which was cool. We didn't have like helmets and stuff back then. Well, we had them, but nobody thought it was a good idea to put one on your kid. Number 5. What's the best place you've ever traveled? Well, I haven't been a lot of places. I have been around the southern United States. I've ventured up towards Ohio a couple of times. The best place I like to travel is right back home because this is where I am happy. I have all my stuff. I have all my people. I have all my comforts right here. So traveling is great, but I prefer to come home. That's always the best part. Number 6, what was my favorite job? Well, before I became a hairdresser, I had lots of different jobs. My favorite one, I believe, was Mazzio's Pizza when I was about 16 or 17 because my best friend Rhonda worked there with me, and we had a ball, and we ate for free, which was, yeah, awesome. Free pizza. Who doesn't like free pizza? And we had the best video games in our arcade. Everybody wanted to come to Mazzio's because we had the newest, most cutting edge video games in our arcade. Number 7. What was your hometown like where you grew up? Well, I grew up in Tyler, Texas, and it's considered the rose capital of America. And I used to actually play in the rose gardens there in Tyler. So if I had to describe Tyler in one word, it would be rosy. I like my little town. It's very different now. Number 8. This one is a little bit trickier. All right, so we're going to go for this. Are there any secrets that only come with older age? No, I don't think there's any secrets. I do think we do grow wiser if we're wise to begin with. And you can't fix stupid, willful stupid. Everything is learnable. Everything is learnable. So if you think there's some secret you need to know out there, go learn about it. Find out what it is. I don't have any secrets. No secrets to impart to anybody. My favorite philosophy is don't sweat the petty stuff and don't pet the sweaty stuff. Number 9. Did it hurt when you got ran over by a reindeer? Well, darling, much like the religious texts that proliferate in our society, that's just a story. It's just a song. And I live in Texas. We don't have reindeer. You're killing me, doorknob Ed. All right, number 10. Number 10 is why does Grandpa like to dance naked in front of the mirror so much? Okay, so you see my little mirror over here. Well, first of all, he didn't realize that y'all could see him that day. Uh, he was not naked. He was only topless. And he's weird. That's why I love him. Number 11. What's the most important lesson that your parents taught you? The very best thing my parents ever taught me, even though it took me a while to take their advice, is to stand up to the bullies. If somebody's pushing you around, nip it, nip it, nip it in the bud. Number 12, how do you handle stress? Well, stress to me is the same thing as worrying. And this is my worry rule. Okay. This is a rule that you can put in your life anytime you come across something, some kind of problem. Can I fix this? Look at your problem. Can I fix this? Is there anything I can do about it? If there is, do it. Whatever it is, do it. If you look at the situation and there is nothing you can do about it, that you have no control over this is out of your hands, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. It's not going to do you any good to worry about it. It's not going to do you any good to stress about it. It's not going to handle the situation. It's not going to make you happier, not going to make you healthier, not going to make you richer. So just let it go. Move on to the next thing. Whatever that problem is going to work out however it works out because it's out of your control. So you have to let those things go. That's my don't stress out advice. Number 13. We're getting there. There is no question 13. Oh, no, just kidding. What is the earliest memory you have? My first memory is probably something from the house that we lived just down the street from my grandma. I was probably 4 or so, maybe 4 or 5 when we moved in there. It was just before my baby brother was born, so that's pretty much the earliest memories I have. Being able to walk to grandma's house, and we had this weird statue. It was like I think it was a Roman soldier or something, or a Spanish conquistador. I cannot remember exactly what it was. I can picture it in my head in that 4 or 5 year old imagery. And his name was Ralph. I remember that. His name was Ralph, and we had a statue in the living room named Ralph. And he was part of the family. Okay, number 14 now. I do not need any hatefulness come from this. I don't want any drama. The first person that gives me grief about the answer to this question will be deleted. Number 14. Pineapple on pizza? Okay, I have never tried it. I've seen it. I've never picked up a piece and put it in my mouth. Not because I think it sounds horrible, just not my thing. So, in light of this, I will try it. Next time I have it available to me, I will try it. I'm not going to go out and buy a pineapple pizza because it's just not my thing, but it doesn't sound horrible. So, I don't know what the big drama is, but I'm glad y'all enjoy that. Number 15. What is your favorite thing about being a grandparent? Well, being a grandparent is awesome when you can be the kind of grandparent that spoils your kids and you send them home to mom all chocolated up and caffeined and full of toys that make noise that need batteries every 6 hours. And that's the best part about being a grandparent. My particular situation is no longer that way because I am raising 2 of my grandkids. So I actually have to be mom too. The best part about being a grandma raising kids is I'm a whole lot wiser now about things you should and shouldn't do. And I think I've learned a lot. I think I know better, and I think I do better being a grandma. So there's that. Number 16. Where is it? There it is. What were your grandparents like? My grandparents on my mother's side were horrible people. My grandmother was evil and narcissistic, and if you're on a scale of really bad is number 0 and really good is number 10, and Nanny Granny was a number 0. She could not have been a worse grandparent. On my father's side, grandma and grandpa were 10s. Played outside with us, took us to the park, took us on trips, always there to babysit if they need, they were the best possible grandparents. So I had the perfect balance of good and bad. And I think that gave me a nice perspective on what's good for in between. I try to lean a little more to the good side and a little less to the bad side. But, we carry the things we learn with us. Sometimes we have to unlearn things. Where am I here? Number 17. Number 17. How did you meet Grandpa? A good friend of mine that I worked with, she knew him, and she was interested in setting me up with someone, and she wanted to go out one night, and she wanted a double date because the person she was going out with, I think, was kind of new. And so she called me up one night and said, hey, come meet me at the biker club over here, and we're going to go dancing. I said, okay, let me get a babysitter, and I'll come on out with you for a little while. Well, apparently she had done the same thing to Grandpa and said, hey, I need somebody to come out and hang out with me. Come and go dancing. Well, she proceeded to introduce us to each other and walked off and left us for the rest. Just bye, went off with her date, and that's pretty much the rest is history. We started talking, and we had the music connection right away. So that's always a win-win for me. Being with musicians has gotten me in trouble, but it's also turned out to be a good thing. So where am I at? Number 18. Oh my gosh, we're almost going to get through it. Here we go. 18. What was the most scary time you remember that the whole country also went through? Well, that has to be 9/11. That was really probably the most dramatic historical occurrence that I've experienced in my life. I know exactly where I was. I was in my living room, and I think I had music on, and my mother called me and said, turn the TV on right now. And I turned the TV on, and that's was the most horrifying thing I had ever seen. The first few moments of what exactly is going on here? What happened? What's happening was absolutely terrifying. The not knowing, and then to see the buildings come down was devastating. It was heart-wrenching, and I couldn't even get my head around it. So much loss. So much loss. Let's hope we never see anything like that in our history again. Religion just needs to die. I had to throw that in there. Number 19. Where do we go when we die? Well, I can honestly say that's the kind of question that is best answered with, I don't know. I don't know. I know what I think. I think I'm going to go to sleep. I think it's going to be the best sleep I ever had. And I think it's going to be that good because nobody can wake me up. I don't like waking up. So yeah, that's what I think that's like. You're asleep. No dreams. Just sleeping. Forever. No big drama. Nothing scary. Just the best relaxing, most enjoyable perma sleep you can possibly think of. That's what I think about death. It may not be fun getting there, but once you're gone, it's like, psh, done. Number 21 is, where do I go when I die? Well, see the above answer. Number 21, does the internet work on Thanksgiving and other holidays? Well, The internet does work on holidays, except when it doesn't. Number 22, is break time over? Oh, oh, you got that one. Okay, yes, break time is over. So thank you to Doorknob Head for your questions. I hope you all have had a great time. I've had a lot of fun, and I will see you later. Peace.